Where did we go wrong as a culture? Where did we go wrong as a culture? You know, well, when I look at this picture, this photo, I'm just trying to figure it out. I really am. Now I understand for us, our culture, that we have the ability to make something that's appear to be negative and turn it into something positive. Our culture has did that throughout the course of history. I mean, like take example music. At first, the only type of music that was existing back in the time was, in the time in the United States was, classical music, country music, maybe some contemporary Christian music, or whatever it is. But our culture managed to transform that into what is known as hip hop, what is known as gospel. You know what I'm saying? Even took the fashion trend. You know what I'm saying? Where at first people just dressing, normally they'll wear their regular jeans and boots and just different stuff like that, and take that and transform it into something, something that's what we call swag, and I get that, you know. And in the past, our culture, we developed baggy jeans where we was all walking around with baggy jeans. Then later on down the line, we developed in the hip hop culture where we were sagging the pants, even though we understood the concept about sagging pants. You know what I'm saying? We understood and we knew that sagging pants came from the prison, and it symbolized, being an ownership. You know what I'm saying? We understood that, but we took that thing and turned into what is known as swag, where, people be sagging their pants, stuff like that. Now, some be outrageous with it. I get it. I understand it. But others, they not. It's more of a, as you say, a swag or a culture thing, you know what I'm saying? And I get that. Even right now, we took the concept of where first people was just wearing fitted clothing and stuff, you know what I'm saying? We took that concept and created into a culture where we're wearing fitted clothing too. Now, once again, I understand that some take it to more of a extreme where they be wearing super tight jeans and super tight clothing, which, I mean, I get it. It's culture and it's swag, you know what I'm saying? And I get it that our culture has the ability to take something that's viewed negative and transform around and turn it to positive. So my question is that based on this picture that y'all looking at right now in my background, how in the world, as a culture, can we take this and change it around and make it culture-wise where it's more of a swag, where it's acceptable for our boys and men to wear dresses, to dress exactly like a woman? That's where I'm trying to understand. How can we take this thing and turn it into a cultural thing, you know what I'm saying, to show that this is okay for our boys to wear dresses. It's okay for our boys to dress up like a princess. It's okay for our boys to have a more feminine demeanor, you know what I'm saying? How can we take that and use that for the positive, you know what I'm saying, cultural wise, Now, I started off just saying I'm just trying to figure out where we are for as a culture with dealing with this, you know what I'm saying? Now, I believe that the problem lies with our culture, that we getting to the point where we just way too comfortable with a lot of stuff now. We way too acceptable to a lot of stuff. It comes a point in time where like said before, I understand the culture and I understand that we take certain things and we change it and we transform it to something positive. But when it's dealing with the actual mental status of a person, if it's dealing with the one spiritual status of a person, of our culture, some things it need to be left untouched. Some things it does need not to be altered, changed, or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? So with this picture that I'm talking about right now, this is one of these things that I truly believe that it don't need to be no alterations, don't need to be changed. Our boys need to be dressed like boys, period. Men need to be dressed like men, women need to be dressed like women. You know what I'm saying? Because it does something to people psychologically, you know what I'm saying? Now, this is not a hate rant for us talking about people of the LGBT community, which I never said anything about that until now. You know what I'm saying? This not a hate rant or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? However you want to live your lifestyle, that is totally up to you and the Most High God. You know what I'm saying? But it bothers me when I have to look on social media and see this image being presented as those that this is what I got to accept, and this is what I got to teach my children. You know what I'm saying? I have a son right now. This is what I got to teach my son. That's basically what you tell me through social media, that I got to do this. You know what I'm saying? Or through movies, or through video games, or whatever. Subliminally telling my children that they got to do this or they got to accept this without giving them a choice in the matter. That's where I draw the line at. You know what I'm saying? To say no. By all means, we have rights just like everybody else do. You know what I'm saying? We have rights and freedom and stuff like that. When it comes to expressing our rights, you know what I'm saying? I feel that in this situation, through advertising, through the media and stuff like that, you're violating certain rights and certain discrimination, period, and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, as a man, especially as a black man and as a king, I don't condone this at all. Period. This is wrong. Ain't no way around it. Period. It's wrong, and it's unacceptable. Sometimes we have to face the reality of things and let things be what it is. You know what I'm saying? So my question is, what's gonna be the next image that's gonna be placed out on social media? We're gonna start seeing an image of a man kissing a boy, and we're gonna say that's socially acceptable too, because that's what it's leading to. Y'all fight faith with faith.